Welcome to AGORACOM Talks, your weekly go-to source for the best small-cap headlines for over 65 million investors since 2007. We are jumping right into this week's rapid-fire financial review. We're aiming to deliver, 5 key pieces of news today, 5 major operational and financial results that really demand a closer look from you. Our mission, as always, is to cut through the noise, give you those concrete proof points for your own research.
Exactly. We're hunting for those nuggets, those pieces of evidence that, validate an investment thesis. Is the company actually moving from concept to commercialization? That's a big one. Or are the drill results genuinely moving the needle on resource size, on grade? Today, we're really looking at technical proof and, importantly, financial muscle.
Okay, let's unpack this immediately then, starting in advanced materials. Innovation, the headline, HPQ Silicon achieves major milestone with first shipment of battery cells. That's HPQ on the TSX venture. HPQ. Yeah. This sounds like maybe the R&D stage is, moving forward.
Yeah, what's fascinating here, I think, is that transition. It's critical, right? Moving from the lab bench to industrial reality. They announced the first industrial shipment of their lithium-ion battery cells. And that isn't just, moving boxes, it's proof, real proof. They're confirming established industrial capacity with their partner Novasium. And that capacity is rated for 1.5 million cells annually. That's scale. That kind of scalability, it helps confirm the capital investment significantly de-risks their tech profile.
Right. That seems like a huge step for commercialization. But establishing capacity is one thing. Does this lock them into Novasium, or maybe could it open the door for a non-dilutive licensing deal? With someone bigger, perhaps? The CEO framed it pretty well, saying, receiving these first industrial batches is more than a logistical step. It's the bridge between development and market validation. Makes sense. Okay, so moving from materials validation, let's look at another company also focused on validation, but this time in climate tech. Headline, AISX Solutions launches pilot with insurance brokerage to tackle wildfire risk. That's AISX on the TSX venture. AISX.
Yeah, this one is all about de-risking the sales cycle. That's the key takeaway here. This pilot, it's like a 30-day audition for their Climate Genius platform. They're testing it across 500 insured properties with a major brokerage. So it's not just proving the tech works, it's proving it provides real, measurable value for risk management. Success here, that's the critical step towards what could be a long-term paid commercial partnership.
All right, so they're basically proving they can monetize their data. Makes sense. And the CEO reinforces that commercial focus. Quote, this pilot project demonstrates our commitment to advancing wildfire resilience and data-driven risk management. Clear enough. Now, switching gears entirely, let's get into the world of gold development. Headline here, ES Gold Corp validates processing strategy as Montauban project nears completion. Symbol ESAU on the CSE.
ESAU.
Okay, this news is purely focused on de-risking the future operational flow. That's the core of it. They confirm the Merrill-Crowe closed circuit as the optimal processing path. Now, for listeners, that system, Merrill-Crowe, it's known for recovering fine gold effectively, which means they've essentially solved a key metallurgical challenge pretty early in the development cycle. That's good management, and that clarity allows them to finalize equipment orders, move forward. Plus, construction of the mill building itself is apparently nearing completion, so they're getting ready for that transition to installation. Yeah, the leadership certainly sounds ready to move some dirt. The CEO notes, we're preparing to transition into the installation phase, and exploration planning is accelerating, so things are moving. All right, let's talk high-grade results now. Gold X2 mining. Headline, Gold X2 mining continues to hit high-grade gold at Moss Main Zone. That's AUXX on the TSX venture. AUXX.
Right, these assay results are, exceptionally strong. They really prove continuity near the surface. They hit 69.65 meters of 1.63 grams per ton gold, and that's from just 4.35 meters down. Very shallow. If you connect this to the bigger picture, 1.63 grams over almost 70 meters, starting that shallow. That's excellent bulk tonnage potential. But here's where it gets really interesting, I think. That intercept included 10.0 meters of 7.09 grams per ton gold. 7 grams. That kind of high-grade kicker, it ensures or helps ensure superior profitability potential for the whole deposit.
Wow, yeah, 10 meters of over 7 grams. The drilling kind of speaks for itself there. The CEO summed up the geological success. Our latest drill results continue to demonstrate excellent continuity of mineralization at the Moss Main Zone. Seems accurate. Okay, finally, let's turn to silver exploration with Argentus Silver. Headline, Argentus Silver confirms high-grade silver at El Cavar, prepares for expanded drilling. Trading under AGAG on the TSX venture, AGG.
This news gives you two really massive data points to consider. First, the grade. Whole QDD 411B returned 263 grams per ton silver over 35 meters, and that includes a spectacular intercept of 694 grams per ton silver over 2.1 meters, almost 700 grams. Just to put that in perspective for you, anything consistently over, say, 100 grams per ton is generally considered a strong resource grade. So 2 cents with you is very good. Second point, the financing. The company's fully funded. They're sitting on a $23 million treasury. That's the fuel for their aggressive 2026 drill program. Basically, they have the money needed to prove up this resource.
Right, $23 million in the bank. They certainly seem to have the momentum and the cash. The CEO confirmed that aggressive plan. These results confirm high-grade continuity and the potential for new discoveries. Sounds like they're ready to drill. So quite a range today. We covered everything from, industrial material validation with HPQ all the way to high-grade silver discovery with Argenta. Just remember, these are jumping-off points, snippets for your own deeper research pulled directly from the source material.
Yeah, and maybe here's a final thought for you to chew on as you do that research. Consider how the market should value these different kinds of progress, right? How will that shift from, say, laboratory validation like HPQ or pilot programs like AISX? How will that affect their valuation models maybe this year versus, the proven resource definition and geological continuity shown by the miners like Argenta Silver and Gold X2? It's that constant tension, isn't it, between future potential and, proven pounds in the ground?
That really is the core question for every small cap investor, isn't it? Future promise versus current assets. Thank you for tuning into this deep dive. We'll catch you next week.